So Richard, tell me about yourself in the Spirit of London Awards.
I'm 20 years old now and I'm project manager at the Spirit of London Awards, and I've been working there for almost 2 years now. The Spirit of London Awards are the community Oscars for young people, and so we look to celebrate young people just like the way we do with the Mobos or the BAFTAs or even the Oscars. But rather than celebrating those musicians and actors, it's about celebrating young people who've done great things in their local communities.
So we understand that the Spirit of London Awards was because of the Damilola case. Could you give us a bit more information about that?
Sure. After almost a decade of doing great work with potential young offenders, the Trust decided that actually wanted to switch its attention from the young people who had possibly perpetrated a killing, unfortunately, to actually putting their focus and attention onto the young people that Damilola was going to become. So that's young people who don't necessarily have the best starts to life, but go on to do great things in their communities and make lots of positive change.
How would you define the work ethic in your career?
I think it's definitely increased since I left high school. Now, I guess if I could go back perhaps and tweak myself a little bit, it would definitely have been to get good habits and have self-discipline. And even little things, say for example, reading a book, say even for 30 minutes each day, that goes a hell of a long way. And I think definitely ensuring that I always do things on time. Because you might think it's one thing you turn up to school late, but a couple of years down the road you'll be the same person turning into work late. And so trust me, it's a lot harder explaining to your boss why you're late than it is to your school teacher. So it's about getting good habits, and actually, however you want to see yourself in the future, trying to be like that today.
Who inspires you and why?
Well, working with so many talented young Londoners, we call them our solo ambassadors. The young people who've done phenomenal projects and get shortlisted for the Spirit of London Awards, they really inspire me. And to go and actually create positive change in their communities, really says a lot. And I think from the wide variety, whether it's in sport, whether it's in media or even the arts, just seeing the vast talent that we have in London, really, that's what really inspires me.
So what advice would you give to young people hoping to be successful as you?
Be ambitious, be bold, and I think the most important thing is, live outside your comfort zone. Be willing to, write an email to, someone at a company. Because, a lot of these people, they sit in their offices all day and, they only get emails from, old people and, it's boring. But actually, if they're to get an email from a 15-year-old asking them a question, they'll be really receptive to it. And it shows that actually you care about your future and you want to get involved. So I'll definitely recommend, being bold. And when you see someone, go say, what's up? Or if you see a company, go put them into Google, see, you can get an email address quite easily. I'm sure you know how to do that, off just, off Googling them. Drop them an email, say, I'd love to come in and see what you're up to. And, you might do it 10 times, but, if you get that one response, and that one response is positive, and they want to come and talk to you more, you know what? It can open many, many doors.
As the co-founder of the Spirit of London Awards Foundation, do you believe that material wealth makes you happy?
I totally disagree. I think actually it's the complete opposite, especially when you're in a society where there's lots of messages, especially through marketing and other means such as that, telling you that you should have certain items, whether it's the latest games console, latest pair of trainers, latest hoodie, and many young people find themselves, especially young people, in a position where they can't necessarily afford them, they can't necessarily actually get their hands on them, and so it creates a society, unfortunately, almost a two-tier society of the haves and have-nots. And I think it's really unhelpful. And actually, we should be looking to celebrate and appreciate the things money can't buy, like friendship, like giving back to your community. Money can't necessarily buy that, and those are the core things like family as well, which we should be focusing on.
So would you say you're living the dream career-wise?
I think I'm exceptionally fortunate. It's been dreamlike to get to meet lots of great people. I think I'm really blessed in the sense that I found what I'm passionate about. And I think that's probably, probably the overriding message which I've realised and come to understand, and I'd also want, other young people to take away, is the fact that, if you find something you're passionate about, it never feels like work. Although you get paid a bit for it and, you're in the office at some time. But, for the majority of the time, you feel really happy about being there. And I think that definitely helps. And, at the end of the day, is there a better job in the world I could be doing right now? I think probably not. So I feel quite blessed.